From the Athens Tech Studios, this is the Athens-Clarke County Cast, covering the latest stories that affect you in and around Athens. Now, let's give you our top stories.
Hello and welcome to the Athens-Clarke County Cast, one of Feedspot's top 20 Georgia news podcasts. I'm Melissa Carter. Here are your top stories brought to you by Drake Realty. An Athens man, Chris Sullen, spoke publicly for the first time from his hospital room at Grady Memorial Hospital after surviving a brutal machete attack. The 53-year-old, who has worked with the homeless community for over a decade, was attacked at the Advantage Homeless Day Center last month. The assailant, Cedric Smith, was arrested shortly after the incident. Smith, who was on probation, has a history of violent offenses. The attack left Sullins with severe injuries, including a broken skull and the loss of one eye. Despite this, he stood for the first time during physical therapy on Friday, marking a significant milestone in his recovery. His story has inspired donors to raise over $25,000 for his recovery. This from WSB. According to a new report from Apartment List, average rent prices in Athens have surged by 2.5% over the past year, surpassing state and national trends, which saw declines of 3.8% and 0.7% respectively. The overall median rent in Athens now stands at $1,275, with a modest increase of 0.5% in June. For one-bedroom apartments, the median rent is $1,086, while two-bedroom apartments average $1,264. Despite a general trend of decreasing rent prices across the South, Athens continues to experience steady rent growth. This from the Red and Black. Dr. Beverly L. Ford, principal of Coyle Middle School, has submitted her resignation effective immediately. Dr. Ford has dedicated 18 years to the Clarke County School District, serving as a teacher, special education behavior specialist, and administrator. For the past 4 years, she led Coyle Middle School, and she will be taking a new position in North Carolina. CCSD Superintendent Robbie Hooker will appoint an interim principal for the 24-25 school year while the search for a permanent replacement begins. This from the Red and Black.
A new, exciting podcast about dads for dads. Legacy Makers, a conversation for dads. Download now wherever you get your podcasts.
It pays to know your doctor. It pays to know your lawyer. And now more than ever, it pays to know your local real estate professional. Hi, I'm Jeffrey Drake with Drake Realty, and we have 7 offices in the metro Atlanta area, including 2 right here in Cobb County and 1 at Lake Oconee. I'm the proud leader of over 700 agents here in Georgia, and we pride ourselves in professional service, whether you are the buyer or the seller. Drake Realty makes the home buying process seamless from contract to close. Our agents are a little different. They're not pushing for the quick sale and close. They are pushing for the best price and terms for their client. In other words, Drake Realty fights for you. Now's the time to buy that dream home, vacation home, or new home your family deserves. A lot of real estate agents talk big. Let my team at Drake Realty prove they will fight for you. I'm Jeffrey Drake, and I'd be honored to have my team serve you. Visit us online at drakerealty.com. And remember, it's not how quick you sell or buy, it's what the deal provides for your future.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. At Athens Technical College, their programs can connect you with in-demand and high-paying careers.
I graduated from Athens Tech in May and started my job 2 weeks later. I had the job before I left, thanks to my professor, and just focusing on growing a career.
As far as Athens Tech, I think I've been a member of the advisory panel for 10 years now, and it's been an awesome experience.
I'm currently going to Athens Tech. I started out as an accounting major. I've finished all my accounting classes and then switched over to the culinary and baking program.
My name is Alex Lang. I'm an electromechanical engineering student. This is my second year at Athens Tech, and I graduate in December. The long-term goal is to work for the railroad, whether that be Norfolk Southern or CSX.
Achieve more with Athens Tech. Find out more at athenstech.edu.
From the Athens-Clarke County News Facebook page, longtime Athens radio station WGAU host and journalist Tim Bryant was recently laid off by the station's owner, Cox Media Group. John R355 said he is the only reason I listen to this radio station. Farewell, Tim Bryant. You were fantastic for me. The Merlin 3 said he is the only reason I listen to this radio station. Emphasize listen. Not going to tune in any longer. Best of luck, Mr. Bryant. I guess you have too much integrity for Cox to handle. And LJ said, this is a bummer. Don't understand. College Transitions ranks the University of Georgia's Jerry Moorhead Honors College first in the nation in its annual guide, Colleges Worth Your Money. This accolade highlights the college's excellence among 50 university honors programs. The rankings were based on selectivity, program rigor, and benefits offered, with benefits accounting for 50% of the score. Dean Meg Amstutz praised the hard work of the faculty, students, and staff, attributing the honor to their collective efforts. The Moorhead Honors College is also noted for producing prestigious scholars, including Rhodes, Goldwater, Truman, and Schwartzman recipients. Established in 1960, the honors program evolved into a college in 2021, now serving over 2,800 students annually. This from the Red and Black. From Yahoo Sports, Georgia football has grabbed another local product for its 2025 class. North Oconee senior wide receiver Landon Roldan confirmed his pledge to the Bulldogs on social media. The 6', 180-pound Roldan is a 3-star prospect and the first out of North Oconee to go to UGA. And finally, the Athens Community Council of Aging continues to struggle with recovery efforts following a severe flooding incident over a year ago. The flooding caused extensive damage to the Hoyt Street facilities, forcing significant cutbacks in programming and leaving the ACCA with out-of-pocket expenses totaling $100,000. CEO Eve Anthony described this situation as incredibly disruptive, explaining that the organization has had to lease space to continue its senior center programming and cannot address the waiting list for its Meals on Wheels initiative due to the high cost of repairs. The flooding, believed to have been caused by an AT&T utility relocation crew during a rainstorm, led to water entering the building through a snapped conduit. However, AT&T disputes the claim, stating their investigation found no fault. Despite this, the ACCA has retained legal counsel and is urging the community to raise the issue with local officials. For more information or to show support to ACCA, just visit accaging.org or call 706-549-4850. This from the Athens Banner-Herald.
Learn how to succeed and win big in life, plus much, much more. Listen to the Red Hot Read podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for listening to the Athens-Clarke County Cast. And don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts.
This podcast is a production of BG Ad Group. All rights reserved.
This podcast aggregate content from other sources for informational purposes and is in no way trying to infringe on the copyrights or businesses of any other entities. All content posted up on the site is used under the Fair Use Copyright Law 107. All audio, media, and articles are copyrighted to the original owners. All audio on this podcast are embedded from YouTube.com and are owned by the respective copyright owners. No audio information are copyrighted or stored on our servers. The court ruled that linking or embedding copyrighted videos is not copyright infringement, even if the source video was uploaded without permission. However, we will gladly remove any audio clip upon valid request from respective copyright owners. Any owners also have the option to disable embedding his YouTube videos on other websites. News and press articles are owned by the respective copyright owners. Where possible, the appropriate accreditation or source of the article is given on the same page. The audio-video files on this site are for listening purposes only. Downloading of these files to one's computer is strictly prohibited. They are owned by the respective copyright owners. If it is in the organization's belief that the usage or specific content used on our site containing copyrighted knowledge conflicts with authorized use and or does not comply with fair use as described in the context, contact us through our contact page and we will remove the offending content immediately. Thanks for listening to the Athens-Clarke County Cast.